discovering you. What gives me joy? You know, some people maybe gifts. You know, I don't know whether you've read this book called The Five Love Languages. Has anybody read it? Yes. In that book is an awesome book, awesome. It allows you to know who you are in one aspect of your life. If you have not read it, please try and download it. It's on Google. The Five Love Languages by Gary Chapman. It's a Christian book, but it was made that way. So you need to know what makes you happy. So write 4 things that make you happy, please. Because you're going to be doing this thing intentionally. That's the whole idea. You're not going to wait for your husband. You're not going to wait for the children to do this thing for you. You are going to go out there and make it happen. So that's number 1. Number 2, the second one, travel. Can we pick travel? Travel. So you can paste it anywhere. Like, let me show you, mommy. So this is how we normally do it. But today, it was I had to come from Lagos to come for this workshop because mommy is so special to me. So I couldn't really bring all my resources like I normally do. This is how we normally do it. Can you see it? Yes. So you can write it in words now. Then when you get home, you can now glue it down. Do you understand? Yes. So travel, stick it anywhere you want. Like I like to put it in the corner like this. I like to put my travel in the corner like that. Some people, everybody do it different ways. Just do it. With the travel, where do you want to travel to? We as women, we don't travel. Travel is part of life. Is a way that we are supposed to go away and come back refreshed. And you'll be able to achieve more. You'll be able to even be more loving. There are many redeem camp is there though. I heard that redeem camp you can go there and you can book an hotel and go and spend time with God, and still you are on holidays. So please, I encourage us to invest in travel. The kind of travel I'm talking about is international travel. Where do you want to go? Do you want to go to Dubai? Do you want to go to New York? Do you want to go to Florida, Orlando, Spain, Italy, Canada? So put it there. If you want to go to Canada, put it there. Yes. If you have not gone anywhere, I love to travel, so I like going to different places. But right now, Nigeria is not secure. It's not safe like that anymore. So traveling within Nigeria is kind of like risky right now. So, but still, you can still travel and go and visit your family. But when you are there, go and look at the tourist attractions. It's not just about going to travel and then you sit at home doing nothing. No, that's not what. It's about adventure. Life is so beautiful. The world is so beautiful. It's unbelievable. In Nigeria, like mommy said, before this COVID, I used to travel every month because I know I love to travel. So I dragged the whole family. We're going to this state this month. We're going to that state that month. We're going to this state this month. And we'll stay in an hotel for like 2 nights. And it's a time you all kind of like, you've gone. Everybody will be free. They're not at home. They don't have to, you don't have to tell them, go and do this, go and do that. The children will be so fun and you'll be like, are these my kids? So please, I encourage you. It doesn't cost much to travel, honestly. It doesn't really cost much to travel. You plan it. That's just what it is. So write 4 places you want to travel to in the next 2 years. Don't limit God. We said it at the beginning. Don't limit God. Another example I'm going to give you on this travel issue, when COVID came, and I was in Akure, and I just felt, wow, I've been in this state for so long, I can't even go anywhere. I felt so kind of like choked and all. And I just wrote on my vision board. I have my vision board. and I wrote there freshly. You can change it, you can amend it, you can put new things. You can even, this is a paper I just bought in Stadium Road, so you can buy another one. Yeah. So I just said to myself, I want to travel, and I want to travel without paying a dime. And I wrote it there. I want to travel for free to Abuja via plane. So I wrote it there. Out of the blue, one guy that we've just been like morning, like we've just been communicating on WhatsApp. He just sent me a message. I said, hey, okay, you know what? I want you to come to Port Harcourt, and from there you can go to from Akure. You fly to Lagos. From Lagos, you come to Port Harcourt. From Port Harcourt, you go to Abuja. I was like, really? You know? And what happened was that I had that journey because I put it on my vision board. So God would allow, it's like a magnet. That's what the law of, if you go and Google law of attraction, you see it. It's like a magnet. You will start, God will start connecting you with the people that will help you get this thing to happen. That's what God does with this thing. So you've written it. Have you written the 4 places? Please don't leave it and say, I'll do it when I get home. Please do it now. Because if you leave it and say you get home, you may not do it. So please do it now. The third one is spiritual. Spiritual, the third one. So put it anywhere. You know, with the spiritual, we can't be anything without God. We need God in everything. And there are some things that we need to grow on. We're not on the same level of spirituality. And God is so wonderful, He allows us to grow, to grow. So write things. For example, you can write like, okay, I want to read my Bible every day, or I want to do night video maybe this times in a week, or I want to go on a Christian retreat maybe every 3 months. Something to grow your spiritual life. Or I want to fast. I want to fast maybe how many times in a week? Or I want to do dry fast this time in how many times in a month? So write like 5 things under that one. 5 things. Because spiritual is very important. So 5 things that you want to start doing more of. Don't make it too big. Because next year, this board is created yearly. We create it every single year. You will find out that by 1 year, a lot of things would have happened from this your board. If you look at it every day and you start thinking, because what will happen is that your brain will start thinking of things to make this thing happen. So that's what it does. The next one is health. Health. They say health is wealth. Sometimes we have the money in the bank and you're on the bed and you know that health is really wealth. Because what is the essence of that money in the bank that you can't go to the bank to get and you are at home? So that is why we must not joke with our health. Health. There are some things, if you want to live, if you want to have good health, there are some things that you must really do intentionally. Number 1, you must drink water. They say 4 liters of water, and that's 8 pure waters per day. If you're not drinking 1 per day, you are starving your body. You're not drinking 2 per day, you're starving your body of water. And because our body is 70% water, 70% water. So you need to drink water. That is very important, number 1. So write how many liters you're going to be drinking per day. So you look at it and say, today I must drink this liter, and then you go and drink it because you know that it's going to. Another thing water does is that it's going to make you look younger than your age. When When you start drinking water every day consistently, you will look younger than your age. It has been proven. Number two, fruits and vegetables. In Nigeria, we don't eat fruits. And God has blessed us with fruits. We have oranges in season. Anything that is in season, just buy it. It's just like they'll sell like four for 100 naira. And Akure is so blessed that everything is cheap. So blessed. We're so blessed here. So, write how many fruits. They say that one apple per day will keep the doctor away. And it's because fresh things inside that apple, we need it. And most of us don't eat fresh things. We eat cooked things. You must be intentional about eating fresh things, which is where the fruits and vegetables come in. Some people, there's a guy, he's around close to 60. You think he's like 29 years or so. What does he do? His breakfast is vegetables and fruits every day. He does it into smoothie. He will take like spinach, ugu, any fruit at home. You just put everything inside blender, blend it, put ice in it, and drink it in the morning. If you see his skin, so please, it's very, very intentional. It will go and repair your body, your organs. And that's why, Ondo State, there's a lot of people with high blood pressure, with diabetes, and it's because of their health, their diet. Please, we should not be eating eba every day. Pounded yam every day. It's a killer. When you are over 40, according to research, they said you should only be taking eba once a month. Honestly. Honestly. Do you know why? Because once you are 40, your metabolism reduces. And the eba is nothing but carbohydrates, and pounded yam is nothing but carbohydrates. And it will turn into sugar. And that is why when you are 40 years, between 40, if you don't have any disease between 40 and 50, there's a slim chance of you having diseases. Because that is when the body reduces. So please, we have to be very intentional. Because in the olden days, our parents would go to the farm, and farming is exercise. But now we don't. We have cars. We are not exercising. Yes. So, please, let us be very intentional about health. And then fruit and veg, and reduce your carbohydrates as well. So, another thing, drinks, please. Anybody that is still taking minerals at this stage now, carbonated drinks, soft drinks, it's not good. It's not good at all. Please. Water is the best liquid for us right now. So you know about what you're going to do with health. And the last one on this one for divine health is exercise. They say that we should walk for like 30 minutes per day. So if you have a car or you have a driver, you can move around your estate. You can just walk and make sure that you just exercise. So that is very important. So I hope we got that. Then trade. Education enough is not working anymore. It's not working. Education. It's not. You need to have trade. You need to learn trade. And Yorubas call it Ishe Owo. It's not too late to learn. It's not too late to learn. When I got to Akure, I had nothing to do, and I said, okay, what can I do? I went to go and learn tailoring, fashion design. Even though I don't use it, but I can sew now. And I went to go and learn so many other things, skincare, so many things. So please, go and learn skills that you can use to fall back on later. It could be gele tying, it could be anything that you've always wanted. Go and learn. Write 3 trades that you're going to learn. 3. Like me, I wanted to learn gele tying. So it's on my vision. So write it, and there's some skills. If I was dealing with youths now, I'll be talking to them about trade that is related to them, like social media, like graphic design, like websites. But I know you can't do that. So website design. Okay, so those are okay. So if you can learn those ones, please. Those are the best ones. That's where the money is now. Like I wanted to go and learn web design from one youth in that futa then for like say 1 month or so for 50K. Well, you know what you're going to make from that learning that website design? Serious money. So learn those eye producing skills. Real estate. The way to true wealth is through real estate. It's not through buying and selling. Products spoil, clothes spoil, this food expire and all. But real estate will never go down. Land will never go down. Your house will always appreciate. So as you are making money, please invest in real estate. Be intentional. Invest for your retirement. Because we have this thing in Nigeria, is the children that would, but the children have their own lives. So let's invest. Any money you are making, put it aside. Develop a savings habit. You can open different banks and be transferring the money from your app to that account, and you won't touch it. Once it's like 1 million or so, go and buy land. And just leave it there. Collect your papers, and that's it. Please be intentional. Save. Be intentional about saving. Anybody that wants to be real, as in you want to be fulfilled, you must have this habit of saving. If you are a person that you make sales every day, put it somewhere in your bank account. Save. So write how much you're going to be saving every day, every week, every month, and every year. And you use that money to go and invest. Your life, education actually. Education. If it's only the readers that are the leaders, you have to be addicted to reading. I'm not talking about only Christian books. I'm talking about books, in your industry. If you're a fashion designer, you need to be reading books on the latest designs, on the current designs. You need to be going on where these fashion designers are going on. If you are a caterer, you need to be learning the new designs. How are they doing it now? You need to be going for training. Pay for trainings. I found out that when you pay for training, the money you make is going to be like 10 or even 20 times compared to if you don't go for training. So if they say there's a free training anywhere, slot yourself in. There's no training that is wasted. So that is on education. For example, some people want to go and do their PhD. You can write it there. PhD. In which university? Do you know that Oxford University, Harvard University, all those big universities, they are offering free scholarship. So if you want to be a student of that university, write it so that you attract somebody that will link you to that free scholarship. So it's very important. So let's not just stay on what I have known. Look at me when I was in school. No. Learning is supposed to be a continuous, a daily activity. Read personal development books. Okay? And then family. Family is like, what are you going to be doing for your husband, to make your marriage a better uh, marriage? What are you going to be doing for each of your children? You know, each child has their own needs. So write their name and what you do for them. Maybe you will call them once a day. Maybe you just give them a hug, or maybe you send them money, or maybe you send them recharge card, anything that makes them happy. So please, because without family, I don't know what's the essence of life. So, and we have to work on our. There is no perfect family. There is no perfect family. We walk towards it. We walk. And this is when you set your goals. And then you have your life dreams. When you were young, you had some dreams. I want to be this. I want to be that. I want to be this. You can still achieve those dreams. It's not too late. That's just the whole gist of it. Age is nothing but a number. The man that owns KFC, he started succeeding at the age of 67 years. 67, almost 70 years. When most people have given up in 47. So, what do you want out of this life? This life. What do you want? So, write it. Some people wanted to be an author. Do you know that you can produce books so easily now? So easily on your phone. So, write it. Anything you want, write it. And then, NGO. You see, I found out that God is love, and loving others is what God wants, really. Where God has placed you. But I've also found out that now, I don't know why, there's no more love like it used to be. People don't really care about themselves anymore, you know. So, but like mommy said, let us stand out and let them say, that woman, she's such a good woman. So look for something that a cause. You know, I tell people, God allows things to happen to us so that we can be an advocate to others, so that it will not happen to them. That is why God allowed it. Like in the bus yesterday, coming from Lagos to Akure, we were talking about teenagers that get pregnant, and the mothers and the fathers will take the girl to the abortion clinic and abort the baby. And the girl will be like, I don't want to abort, but the child has no say. So the woman sitting next to me said, do you know that it happened to me? At 15 years, I got pregnant, and I wanted to go and abort it. And I got to the abortion clinic, and I heard my friend, she was screaming, and she said, so this is how painful this thing, I'm not aborting again. So she now went home. And then the father now came to her and said, but you know you? She said, no, I'm not pregnant. He said, yes, you're pregnant. Actually, what happened is that the father said, okay, you are pregnant, you've made the mistake. Once you have the baby, just give it to your mother. That's our child, that's our last born. You go back to school and face your studies. And this woman became, she had a baby, the mother raised the baby, and the father raised the baby. And another man at the back said that it doesn't happen like that in Nigeria. Most parents will take that child and go and abort it. And I was saying to the woman, I said, you know, God allowed you to have that baby so that you can be an advocate and tell them that you had a father that did not abort your baby. Because supposing you aborted that baby, you may not have another one. So another woman that was sitting said, there's a woman, she's still crying till today. The parents made her abort. Only one child is what God released to her. So what am I trying to say? Look for a cause from your battle, from what you've gone through, to speak about An advocate like me now, I'm an advocate against domestic violence. I hate it because of the fact that my mother went through it, and I made a vow that as long as I live, this thing must not come near me. And everywhere I go, even in all the youths, all these youths, I tell them, there is serious consequences on you, a boy beating a girl. God won't answer your prayers. And then it's the choice of the woman for staying in that relationship. And most times, from the research that I've done in the past 30 years, I've been studying most of my friends that go through this thing. It is the woman that has the money. She's the one that is the most hardworking, and the man needs her. So why is he now beating her? I don't get it. But what my mother did was that she walked out. And I'm so thankful to her for that. And she became somebody much better than my father. So what am I saying? God allowed that for me to go through that so that I can talk about domestic violence today. So please look for a cause. Some people is widows. They just have a passion for widows. Look for a cause and support them excellently. And let that be your name. This thing is my foundation. Olubola Adeleye. These things, I printed them myself. I bought them with my own business money. So it's not like anybody gave me money or anything. No. I do it because I just feel like let's help people. Let's love people. So let's love each other. Life is not a competition. We're not in competition. Me and mommy are not in competition. Because the only person I'm in competition with is myself. I want to be better than yesterday. What did I do? That's where my vision board comes into place. I'm looking at it. I'm saying, I didn't save, I didn't do this, I didn't do that, and I'll quickly start doing it. That's the whole essence of this. So I hope that this thing would work for you, as it has worked for so many people. So many. It's from the Bible. Write the vision and make it plain. That's what it is. That's what it is. That's what this vision board is. You're writing it down, you're making it plain, and you will see it every day, so you'll be able to run with it. So you won't have time for anybody. Because you have so much to do. When I look at my life, I say, I have so much to do. I don't have time for chitty-chatty. I don't have time for, I don't know, female issues. I don't have time. So, because your dreams are so important, run after them. So, thank you very much for having me.
Thank you so much. I believe with this workshop, we can also relate with the message that we got in the morning. Yes, we can relate with it because that Habakkuk chapter 2, I